right, let me see if I remember. It's
You don't even remember.
I do remember.
Sticky notes.
I do remember.
Do you know the difference?
I do.
Oh wait, I don't know the Boss Hog one. I never had that one.
The Boss Hog is the expensive one.
Samurai Scientist.
Samurai Scientist. What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here with Tiara. And it's Tiara. It's pronounced Tiara, but it's Tiara.
No, it's not.
It's not. That's me getting an announcement. Probably that I'm live. Yeah.
See, if I was subscribed.
If you were subscribed, you would get the same thing. But a little announcement tonight. So Tiara is going to be joining me. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her. She was the PA on Sorted. So she's sort of like somebody I see you every day.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She was the PA on Sorted, so she handled all the logistics for the Sorted series. She does sales for Adventure Drives, and then she does real estate. So if you're looking for in the New Jersey area, or anywhere in New Jersey for that matter, she's got your back. But we decided it's time to kick up. I was a little annoyed with my own. As I'm building this house, the one I'm in now, which is we're in the whiskey drinking room right now, I decided that it was time to kick up the podcast again, because I enjoy the podcasts. They're a lot of fun. We can do them once a week. The problem was I always had people coming over, and I felt it was a little burdensome. Now, she's here every day anyway, so I was
I just want to film something.
let's do a podcast. And I think she's got some fun stuff to say, and we'll see how that goes. So we're going to start that next week. We're going to qualify this by, we've got the Whistle Pigs here because why not?
We're in the Whistle Pig drinking lounge. Why not?
Technically it is, because they hooked me up with this really cool barrel and everything like that. But I'm going to try her out, and I've got the Whistle Pig 12, the Whistle Pig 15, and the Boss Hog. Now, these range in price from about $120 a bottle up to $500 a bottle. And we're going to see if she can blind taste test these. I'm going to do this on the podcast with everybody. It's going to be me and her, but we'll have some guests from time to time. I'm going to have Alyssa back on. She's up in Connecticut, so she's not very close. Car people, Farrah, anyone that comes over to town. Now that I finally have a place where I can host stuff and have a good time with people, I think it's going to be a great time. Now, I would show you the house here. There's going to be the house build series actually going to be taking place over the next, let's just say 4 months. I do twice a week. That's 8 episodes. That's 4 months. So I've got about 4 months worth of uploads for the building of my house, from the shanty that was pretty much dirt right where I'm sitting right now. But now it's full whiskey drinking lair with, like, I don't know, it's cool. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll show you that whole build series. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll have some drinks. We'll have a good time and keep you updated on the stuff that's going on in the car world, answer your questions and all that fun stuff. So, do you want to take the mic for a second?
I have no idea.
You need a question.
What? Yeah, I need a question.
So tell me a little bit. Like, you have a background in cars now. You've been on some adventure drives.
Yes.
And you do have a background in cars. Tell me what type of cars you like, what you drive every day, and what your ideal.
Do I drive every day? You want them to hate me?
No, I mean, they're safe. But what your ideal driving adventure or experience would be?
Well, hands down, Rob has given me the opportunity to go on adventure drives, and I think that was the best experience I've ever had. I actually took my father, and we just saw some amazing roads, went to amazing places, had great drinks, great food, and great people. So in reality, I think my best experience to date was that adventure drives. I'm not saying that.
She's the saleswoman for adventure drives.
I'm not saying that just because I'm the saleswoman, just because I'm friends with Rob. I'm saying that because that's genuinely how I feel, and that's honestly, I wouldn't be around if.
And what drive did you do? You did
I did the Northwest drive.
Pacific Northwest, Seattle down to Jackson Hole,
which was amazing. Glacier National Park is
hands down
beautiful. It looks like a different country.
It is.
It really looks like you're.
Glacier National Park, Banff, up in that area, the northern Rocky Mountains, spectacular. Probably the Glacier National Park is the best national park in the United States.
It doesn't even look real when you're there, and the roads are amazing. It was great.
Yeah, and we went full-blown coronavirus while we were there. That was like height of the pandemic. It was July of 2020. So we were about 3 months in or 4 months into the pandemic, but we had a great time. Yeah. They even shut down part of the loop of the going to the Sun Road. But we just left early. Everybody was happy to wake up at 6 a.m. We went out, we went back, we saw animals, waterfalls. It was something to behold.
Yeah.
So good times. What do you drive?
I drive a Mustang
Right now, she drives a Mustang.
right now.
It's up to you guys to get her up there. So hopefully this podcast will go well, and soon she'll be like, I'm buying my first exotic.
Yeah.
And she'll be doing the Amelia. So
Yeah.
that'll be a good time, and I won't blow up the spot on that one and tell you what she's driving. Let me just get to a couple of questions. Let me give you one of the drinks first, and you can.
Okay. Do you remember which ones are which?
I do.
Are you sure?
I do.
I feel like you switched them around because you think I saw it. So you're still smelling them. You have no idea.
I do. Okay, I didn't know what the. Okay, so start out with this one.
This.
Yeah, there's
Right.
3.
Okay. I already have no idea.
I mean, it's
know.
fun to taste. I like to do the blind taste test after somebody has one drink, because the first one's always going to hit you pretty hard, and you're going to be like, oh, it tastes like whiskey.
Yeah.
But after that, you start tasting the subtleties of the beverages.
I mean, even on adventure drives, we also did a Northeast trip. We
Yeah.
did the whistle pig tasting.
Yeah.
So I had 3 of them in front of me, but
You had the 10,
It wasn't
the
balls
piggyback. No, you had the 10,
the 15 and
the 10, the 12, and the 15.
yes.
The Boss
And-
Hog is cask strength.
Okay.
That is 120 proof straight out of the barrel.
Okay, so maybe I feel like I would be able to.
Yeah, you should be able to tell that. And the fact that they charge so much for all these different ones, you should be able to sample.
Oh boy. Can I guess after trying them all?
You can.
How about that? Okay, lay
So
this
there's
one
that.
down. Do you remember which order you're going
I
to
do.
Okay, this one's a little bit different. What are my options? The 10,
There's
15?
no 12, 15.
This is the 15.
Okay.
Are you going to wait till I go through all them?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me try this one again. All right, give me that one.
And then this is the other one.
Oh. The first one was a 15,
You're right.
because that was my favorite one.
Okay.
This one, shoot. This is Boss Hog. This is the second one you handed me.
Okay.
And this is the 12. Or whatever you handed me. No, wait. You said it was what?
It was the 12, which is the blended, or the cast strength one
Cast strength.
is the Boss Hog,
Yeah.
the Samurai Scientist.
I need like something to eat in between or something.
Crostinis or something.
No, this is the 12.
Is that your final
This is
answer?
Boss Hog.
That's your final answer?
I feel like that's my final answer.
You're right. On all three.
Yeah! Because this is the worst one.
Boss Hog, I put
Not the worst one, but not my. It's
No.
not my
I like
cup
it.
of tea.
Yeah, they've got.
not my glass of whiskey.
That's the Custom Adventure Drive's bespoke blend, and it's
I don't like that
It's
one.
got more rye in it, and that's
Yeah.
the extra flavor, which is nice. That's actually what I'm drinking.
Yeah,
But you nailed all three, which is actually surprising. I don't know if I could pull that off.
really.
Yeah.
Because when we were at Whistle
And,
Pig,
I do know.
I
I can pull
was-
that off. I'm playing myself down to make it sound better, but like I drank
was-
enough of all of these. You
Yeah.
were spot on. The 15
I was
good.
enjoying like the 15 is
Yeah.
my favorite.
Okay.
And when we were at Whistle Pig, I love that one, and I didn't drink the Boss Hog.
She could totally be on the podcast. Like she just nailed 3 whiskeys.
That's
taste-
my initiation.
blind
What
taste
whiskey?
test. Let's see. I had a question here I have to get to because people can pay and ask questions. All right. Federico Cisneros, what do you think of the 6-speed E46 M3 convertible? Are they going up in value? People keep crashing them, modifying them. Looking to sell mine. See, so if you have one, like there's cars that go up in value, and then there's cars that like are worth collecting. Just because a car goes up in value or holds its value isn't something I sort of bank on, right? You can buy a car if you could drive it for a bit and then sell it and get 90% of your money out, 110% of your money out, whatever, I think that's a win-win. But I wouldn't park that car. I wouldn't send it to Barrett Jackson, so to speak. I don't think the M3 platform, it's very mass-produced. It's a great sports car. It's a great value. It's always going to have a very loyal following, so it'll be easy to sell. But I wouldn't go out of my way to make it a collector's piece. Drive the crap out of it, enjoy it, blow your clutch, put another one in.
Crash it, mod it.
Yeah, crash it, mod it. Do everything that everybody does to them without worrying about the value. Because when you start worrying about the value of the car is when you stop driving it, you stop really enjoying it. And I personally want to be the guy that enjoys the cars versus like my Supra. Like, I don't want to drive my Supra because I don't want to bring it above 20,000 miles. But at the end of the day, I love the Supra, so I want to buy another one so I can drive it.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. But the Supra, it wasn't designed to be a collector car, so there's so few of them out there that I feel like I'm an a-hole to take a look and drive it. Like, you can't go, I don't know, I feel like there's so few of them out there that I do have to find somebody who would appreciate that, who is going to collect it, who is going to do that, and allows me to go out and buy one that I can go beat the crap out of, which is really what I want to do. Because just filming sorted, the Supras are always like crowd favorites.
Oh yeah, and cars are meant to be driven in the end. I feel like that car, it's so sad that it just sits there.
It is. I know. And it like eats itself sitting there. Like the fuel lines just went because
you're not doing it any good.
I'm not doing it any. I'm not doing it any justice because the fuel lines literally brought it out from having race gas in them for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to replace all the fuel lines. But,
wait, how long has it been sitting?
It's been sitting. But finish line
That's
factory.
a while.
Last time I actually drove that car was probably 2011. Do
you know what year it is right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. It's 21. It's 2021. But I'm a big fan of actually driving stuff. So I want to get out of this car.
This makes no sense.
It makes no sense. I've explained why I don't drive it.
Okay.
And I explained that I would like to drive it. I just feel like I'm doing an injustice to the rest of the collector world. But it's like going into the Mercedes Museum and taking a very rare car that can't be replicated, or a Bugatti, like taking that 1942 Bugatti and being like, all right, I'm just going to daily drive this thing.
Yeah.
It's really now that sort of has to be part of history. And there's many generations that are going to be able to see like a pristine example of a Supra. And me taking it out and putting miles on it, even though it's not a lot of miles, isn't necessarily, it's all in my head.
So what are your thoughts on the NSX?
The NSX is a driver's car, and that's why the NSX, there are plenty of other guys that are out there. I have one that was crashed. I have one that was crashed, and it had like 80,000 miles when I got it. Not a collector car. That one, and it gave you the key.
I mean, people value them and collect them.
They absolutely do. It's worth double what I paid for it.
Oh, yeah, they go up.
But I look at it like a Honda. So if somebody wants to borrow it, like, here are the keys. When do you want me to bring it back? Whenever you're done with it. Like, I don't care. Hey, can I drive? What do you ask? Can I drive it to Philadelphia? Knock yourself out.
All right, it was Cherry Hill.
Which is the same thing. But I am definitely one of those guys that I've got zero interest in babying. And I want to go enjoy it. I want to go push it. It's a fun car. It's a fun, like my Ferrari. I got one with 12,000 miles, which is arguably a collector car. And I put like 10,000 miles on it in 3 years.
Yeah.
So, which sounds like a lot, right? Well, you doubled the miles. But 3,000 miles a year is not really a lot of drives.
It's probably all adventure drives, too.
Mostly adventure drives, because it's like 2,000 miles on adventure drives. And 1,000 miles.
You enjoy your car for what it is.
I enjoy everything,
yeah.
And that's the whole point of cars, that you have to go out and enjoy it. I have yet to meet one person lying on their deathbed saying, "Wow, am I glad I collected those cars?" Right? Like, all you can possibly do is have regret by having awesome stuff that you don't use and don't touch. Mm-hmm. And that's the lesson.
Can't take it with you.
You can't, and regardless of what the value. Oh yeah, my proudest moment is I bought something for 100 and sold it for 300. That's your proudest moment in your life. You're thinking about all the experiences of your life, and you're thinking that you made money selling a car. I don't know, not me. So let's see. We got another question here. Let's see. We got these guys. I try to answer the. South Jersey is better than North Jersey. Jesus Christ. She's on your side because she's from South Jersey.
Love South Jersey.
Plumber
very different.
Plumber WRX. They are completely different. South Jersey is practically Pennsylvania.
What? No, it's just so much more peaceful. It's nice. It's not as hectic. You can actually drive on the roads around there.
We have Federico back again. Mine had a break and through the roof. No actual structural damage. The rebuilt title. What kind of delta in price can you expect, considering it's just paperwork and the car drives just like any?
See, the thing is, on a car like that, if it's a driver's car, you're not going to have much of a delta because if it's got 100,000 miles anyway, the car is depreciated. If it's an 8,000 mile car with a weird storied history like that, it's going to see a drop in value, and you're not going to see that on a higher mileage driver car because people are like, all right, let me inspect it. It'll go through an inspection, everything checks out, and they're good with it. So that's the way I'd go. I'd probably not worry too much about the value. I wouldn't worry. It's what you have is technically a tougher sell, but depending on the price point, if we're talking $10,000, $12,000, $15,000, you do get tougher buyers. But if the value is there, people.
I don't know. I feel like people pay a lot of money for, like, especially the E36, E46 M3s. One of my friends had a salvage title E36 M3.
Yep.
Sold it for $8,000.
Okay.
People will pay money for those cars.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Like
He's got a rebuilt title,
Yeah.
but it was a rebuilt title not because somebody ripped through the sunroof to break in the car. It wasn't because the car was totaled.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is that since there was there's a branded title, but like my NSX has a branded title because it's a rebuilt title.
Oh, is it?
But the damage on that car wouldn't total it out now. The problem is they were selling for this, and they're still expensive to repair. They depreciated, and then when it was crashed as like a $45,000 car, it's very easy to total it out because the parts are still off like a $90,000 car. So
yeah, that's true.
So now it's like, and anytime a car's crashed, the guy wants to push to total it so he gets a new one through the
Of
insurance.
course. Yeah, no, collect your check.
Yeah, so the damage wasn't bad. It was just, it totaled out a $40,000 car. If you did that same exact amount of damage to that car today, it wouldn't be totaled.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how do you undo that? You can't really. You just have to own it. I looked into it.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, but let's see, do we have any more? Good. All right, we got, like, the other comments are very small, so I can't really read them. But the paid comments, I have a responsibility to my paid comments to respond to all of them. But Tierra was just down with me. We had my Corvette. This is the video that's going up tomorrow. It's going to go up today. We had my Corvette down at a private track rental. My buddy Manny rented PBIR, which is where we filmed the first 4 episodes of Sorted. And I wanted to see how my Corvette would do. And you're going to find out tomorrow how it does. Don't just give me the smile like I just won my own event, because that makes everyone think I rigged it. But we did
pretty well.
Oh, is that did it do well though?
Yeah.
Are you being honest?
It did well.
People are not going to believe you if you tell them a lie.
I'm not telling them a lie.
It was fun.
Why would I
Let's
lie?
just say
This is the
it
first
was
time
fun.
meeting me. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. But the house is coming along. We've got the house updates. We've got the Driven to Eat series. We've got the Sorted series. Sorted season 2 in the works. We're going to announce pretty much. So we're going to have the last episode up, the finale this week on Friday, and then we'll try to do a 10th episode, which will wrap up everything and announce where season 2 will be filming. And that should be something to watch. We're going to have a good time with all of that. Season 2 will probably be filming in February now, probably April, if I were to guess.
Yeah. I mean, by the time we get everything together,
we just got to get the logistics.
April.
We may do another east-west. We didn't do the northeast, and there's a lot of cars up here, and this logistically, it's easy for me to grab in the New Jersey Motorsports Park. And I think we'll go out west. I think Pacific Northwest has got some cool mountain carving cars, and I really enjoy driving Spokane International Raceway. So I think that's what we're going to do, the West Coast if we do it, or maybe just do one regional. Who knows? We're going to tweak it.
We have some brainstorming to do.
We got some brainstorming to do. But Sorted is going to have a second season, and a third season, and a fourth season. So all stuff for you guys to be able to tune into. Podcast is kicking up. Driven to Eat's kicking up. House series is going to happen. I'm going to try to get to 4 times a week uploads, and then these podcasts. So that's 5 uploads a week. The house really sucked the life out of me because there was a lot of time and effort that went into this. and that's very time consuming. So
Now that you're wrapping up with the home node, you can really focus on the upload schedule and getting content out.
so we'll be able to do that. Adventure drives we've shuffled adventure drives all over the place. If you guys want to come, a good number of people are coming on these spring trips. It's going to go from Washington, D.C. to Mandarin Oriental, and we're going to Nashville, Tennessee. So we get to do the Great Smoky Mountains, West Virginia, Tennessee. I think we touched North Carolina briefly, but Virginia, D.C. Like a bunch of good, fun, twisty roads and moonshine and all that.
Tail of the Dragon.
Tail of the Dragon.
It's going to be a good one.
Back of the Dragon, Foothills Parkway. There's a bunch of good stuff on there. And like the Greenbrier is just like an epic hotel that you have to experience. And you haven't experienced
I
it
have
yet.
not, no.
But there's actually a bunker underneath the Greenbrier, which
Can we
is,
see it?
we can, they do tours.
Oh, that's awesome.
And there's a casino there in West Virginia. And it was set up to be a backup location for the government to run in the case of an emergency. And the thing about backup government locations, you have to keep them secret. Somebody revealed ultimately that it was there, and they had to pick a different backup location. So that one got written off. So cool story. Very, very regal place. Like the place is like something to behold.
Yeah.
But it's a good trip. Good old like grits and fried chicken.
Oh, yay.
Southern food.
That's gonna be good.
The moonshine. I got a couple of jars of moonshine right up there on the shelf.
I'm going to wear my cowgirl hat.
Cowgirl,
Gotta fit in.
absolutely, and it's legitimately like the flannel shirt. And coming out of the pandemic, I think it's a great time to get out there and drive. And it's our cheapest trip. You'll be able to get out there for like $2,600 a person, and for a 4 or 5 day trip, that you can't really beat.
Yeah,
It includes
an
food,
unbelievable
alcohol.
experience.
Yeah, food, alcohol, hotels, everything. If you're from the Northeast, you can even drive back from Nashville. It's like a day's drive back.
Mhm.
So if you don't want to spend the money on the transport, but it's a good step. It's the gateway drug to adventure drives.
Yeah, like
because
you can't just do one.
you can't just do one. Everybody's like once in I did this with Bull Run. It was like once in a lifetime experience that I have to do like every year.
All the time. Yeah.
And that's what
it's addictive.
Yeah.
It really is, because you're never going to get another experience like that. Like no matter what you do, like I do all these rallies, and you've done plenty of rallies as well, but Adventure Drives is something so different with how they cater to their clients and just the experience and the vibes. It really is
it's
something
good
different.
people. It's we've got some of the wealthiest people in the country that come on the trips. And
it says something.
It says something. It's appeals to the discerning person, and you don't know that they're the wealthiest person in the country or of the top, because we're not about that. It's not who's got the fanciest watch, who's spending the most money. Everything's included. Everybody's just there to have a good time.
Yeah.
And it's just I remember sitting at the table. I'm like, 100 million. And like you want to feel broke, sit at the Waldorf surrounded by guys that are all like 8-figure wealth. But you couldn't tell. It's everybody has a great time. Is it a networking thing? I wouldn't tell you to come out to network. People aren't really about talking business. People are more about just going in and enjoying life. And if that sounds like a good time to you, driving cars and enjoying life, then definitely something you should look up. AdventureDrive.com. And we've got 4 trips on the schedule right now. And you can email Tiara. She'll get you the details if you want it. Trip 1 is going to be the DC to Nashville trip in the spring. I think that's the last week of April. Then we're going to France and Spain. So we're going to do Barcelona, Paris, San Sebastian, Saint-Tropez, Geneva, and Switzerland. We're not doing Nürburgring.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's just a photo from a past trip.
No, it says it.
Okay, well, I gotta update.
We need to make some changes.
We're not going to Nürburgring on this trip, but it's a great time. We are going to Le Mans, and Le Mans is cool.
That sounds awesome.
So that's in France. So we'll be doing that. The coast of France, the southern coast of France, is awesome. Even driving through the Alps, the country roads.
Oh,
it's just like it's an experience you have to have. After that, the winter trip or the fall trip that year, we're going to Scotland. Scotland was supposed to be last year. You've seen at the end of tons of videos. Scotland is now bumped back till October, so it's been pushed back 1 full year because of the pandemic. Scotland's a jolly good time. You got to wear a kilt.
I'm just kidding. I'll totally
Can
wear
you
a
buy
kilt.
them there?
You
They have-
can. You can buy kilts. I will wear a kilt. I'm going to go a little bit early and play some golf. My friend James is coming over. We're going to play St. Andrews. Play. There's so many cool places. The Craig Alecky is one of the places we're staying in Speyside.
Scotch tasting and stuff
Well,
like
yeah,
that?
there's this Scotch cheese, my little whiskey lair.
Yeah.
It pales in comparison to any whiskey bar or Scotch bar in Scotland. So a couple of distilleries, there's a couple of different Scotch regions that will be passing through. Castles, lakes, cliffs, waterfalls, lots of sheep. So if you like sheep, pick a different trip. If you like to look at sheep, then you can come with us. We're cool with that. And then we're going to do Iceland again next winter. So Iceland was a great time. We did off-roading in Iceland, Northern Lights. And just a grand old sightseeing time. But those are the 4 trips we've got on the schedule in the next 14 months. If any of those sound cool, check out adventuredrives.com. Let me scroll back up. I missed a handful of these messages. I want to make sure we get them all. South Jersey's better than North Jersey. This guy's dead to me.
No, that guy is cool in my book.
On the bagels front this morning, like you asked for a pork roll.
Yes.
And she's like, is that
No,
a sausage?
pork roll or Taylor ham?
No, Taylor ham. She's
No,
like,
pork roll.
does she mean Taylor ham or is she talking about like a sausage? I'm like, let me ask. Because I don't
How
know.
would you? Why would you ask me? You should know.
I know. I didn't
Pork
know.
roll.
Brendan McLaughlin, I think it's like, say what's up. What's the announcement and who is this lady? All right, well, welcome
hello.
for joining late. This is Tiara. She works with me, and I see her every day. And when I decided to kick back up the podcast, I said, let me bring somebody who says interesting stuff. And I see her every day, so it's not really an inconvenience to bring somebody into podcast. So we will set up in my lovely whiskey lair here, which is very cool. Let me just
Yeah, give him a little spin around.
little spin here. It's still a work in progress, but we got some wine on the wall over there. Got these awesome ceilings up here. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so just so you're aware, this is where we will probably set up because this is where I'm going to spend a lot of time just chilling.
And not because of the whiskey.
Not because of the whiskey. This is just like I built this space specifically for like people put like wine cellars in their place, but I'm like, I don't really want a wine cellar. I don't drink that much wine. I've got wine on the wall, but I want somewhere where it's sort of like a hangout, not a storage room. Like drinking in a storage room is cool, but like hanging out in
Isn't that cool?
like in a nice like wine, if you go
In
to
a
like
nice wine
Tuscany or
cellar.
something like that, and like the barrels all around. It's cool to sit there and have a drink. It's a nice ambiance, which this is. It's like a very Tuscan feel with the brick and the wood.
Yeah, and it's going to be like a chill, relaxing place with the benches and the
And
table.
it's got speakers up here. It's got AC. It's got a big glass wall here.
Yeah.
It's really designed. And then I'm waiting on the benches down here. It's close. This is going to be probably the coolest room in my house. And I'm happy that this is like, I needed something and I don't know what it was, but my wife said, can you get the basement? And that was a big mistake because now we've got like an awesome gym. I got a steam room, a sauna.
Oh, this was you.
This is all me.
I thought this was her.
No, this is all me. She did some of the finishes.
I know she did, yeah.
Yeah, she picked out like some of the
tiles.
tile work, but like at the end of the day, this was like, all right, this is what I want in my house. And that's when my architect's like, I don't think you really want that. I'm like, this is my house. That's what I want. And it's going to be like such an epic place to like come hang out and chill. Big TV on the wall behind me, big play area. I was going to have a golf simulator down here. I ended up bailing on that because I've got 2 young kids. I figured they could use the space to play. And ultimately, the golf simulator can come when they go off to school or something like that. But the announcement is the new upload schedule and the podcast is kicking back up. I've got a channel dedicated for the podcast. It's the Super Speeders podcast channel. You can check it out. And then it'll go up on Shout Engine, iTunes, that's the whole network of podcast hosted platforms. When are we going? Let's see. When are we going to see your vet race Rob Dom's 4-rotor? I don't know. I've told Rob Dom I'm happy to race whenever. You will see. Let me just give your name a shout out. Brendan McLaughlin. Clean. It's like that's a Scottish or an
That
Irish
definitely,
guy. Yeah. I'll see you in Scotland, my friend. I oh, there you go. I'm waiting for Rob Dom to step up. Rob Dom and I are going to film a series too. We've been talking about doing a Rob versus Rob, like an Alpha Rob challenge series, and we're going to do that this year. We were going to film it at the end of January. We're just going to keep pushing it off till we both have time. But we're going to see.
Never.
Well, no, we'll figure it out. That's your job is to make us do it. So if we don't do it, look at her, not me.
All right, when Sorted starts.
Yeah, when Sorted. Well, me and Rob can film a lot in a week, but what we're going to do is we're going to have a contest to see who is truly the Alpha Rob. Right? Part of it is going to be cars. The rest is not, and neither of us are good at everything. And we're going to find out who's better at virtually anything. So,
Yeah.
like, think about that.
Hit a baseball. I don't
Who,
know.
exactly. Who
Yeah.
can hit a baseball, but like we'll bring in like CJ Wilson or
You
something
should do
like that.
driving on the track too.
We
Like,
will.
just- Yeah.
We've done that. We've done
Like-
blindfolded driving. We've done all sorts of stuff.
Not
Yeah.
blindfolded
No,
driving.
that's fun. It's who could jump a car the furthest, who could blow up a car
Who
first.
could blow? Yeah, I was gonna say like put propane tanks out somewhere.
No,
like,
maybe not propane tanks, but like who can like just blow up a car and like here's the keys, go blow it up. Not with an accelerant.
Okay.
But so we'll do stuff like that. Maybe I'll get Rob. Rob is probably crazy. Matt gave up on the first ticket challenge stuff because he's Matt now. Matt's just like he's taking the high road, and I think Rob Dom and I are both reckless enough to go out and explore that avenue. But like I've got a friend who's a Radio City Music Hall rockette. I don't dance.
So
Rob
who
doesn't
could
dance.
be a better rocket?
So throw us in like a live performance of the Rockettes or something
That'd
like
be
that, and see who stands out the worst. Like stuff like that. I think it's all in good fun. But I'm looking forward to filming that with him because I'm confident I'm going to win.
We'll see.
We've got Hassan. Why is this all like getting older? My eyes just
Is it
brightness.
small?
There
The
we go.
brightness is down.
All right,
Now it's
Hassan
really
Almafel. Thank you anyway, Hassan. I'm not reading most of your other comments. I'm sorry about that. Sort of
They're also
scrolling.
like so small. It is.
We got Hassan. We got Brendan. We got Robert. Did we get Robert? The announcement. There's a lady. That's you. What do you bill your hour to talk on the phone for consulting on different car-related questions? This is Federico. I bill, and I usually do the first hour for free if it's somebody legitimate, and it's $500 an hour after that for consulting is what I charge. South Jersey better than North Jersey. Mine, I break the rules. Okay, good. Yeah, no, I just want to make sure I get everybody because the anyone that does that sort of the super chat that pays for the whiskey. And that's nice. So I always make sure to get to their questions.
Hi, Joe. Got a shout out there.
Who's Joe?
AT. One of my friends from South Jersey, you know, the best place.
There's places that people.
You met his girlfriend in the Lamborghini. Come on, we go over this every time. In New York City, 2 up in the Lambo. Haley. You know her, are you serious?
All right, in the Lamborghini. Which Lamborghini? Was it my Lamborghini?
Yes. Your Lamborghini.
Which
We went
one?
to dinner. Alyssa, Dan.
Oh,
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I did that. We had dinner.
Yes.
Okay, so I do. Hi.
Jeez. Every time. This is like the 5th
You talk
time.
to a guy who ends up driving Lamborghinis like multiple
I'm not.
times.
It's not about the Lamborghini.
That's like now I'm like, which Lamborghini?
This is
Was there a
so-
drive? If you said dinner with Alyssa in the city, then I would be like,
that would.
gotcha.
No matter how many times you've had dinner with Alyssa in the city.
Yeah, but I
that's
can have
what
dinner with
triggers
Alyssa
it.
and you in the city and your friend.
Okay. Now I know.
So you got to narrow it down so my brain can zero in
Brain
on
is
it.
just not.
My barrel's a little far away. It's making like I'm reading from
Definitely.
a little beyond my
3 feet away.
range. Let's see. So we've got again, Tiara does real estate. So if you need to rent or buy a place in North Jersey, you're not licensed in New York, right?
I'm not licensed in New York. I can refer you to anybody anywhere really. So if you're not just looking in Jersey and you're looking anywhere in the United States, feel free to reach out to me. I can get you somebody.
Or if you want to appear unsorted, we got to give you a fake number so everybody doesn't have your number. But we'll get her a burner number. But you can get in touch with her if you want to participate in sorted, because she handles all of you guys and make sure you all show up, which happens.
Show up.
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, make sure you don't decide to
Yeah, but they do.
bail, modify your car heavily before shipping it.
You know, I don't get that. You're saying your car is sorted, and you're like, oh, you know what? It's sorted, but
car's
let me
great.
just do this. Like, it's been working so well. Let me change something, and it never really works out well. And that I think the first season pointed that out. We've now had all 8 episodes of the regionals, and I think maybe 3 out of like 16 cars was able to complete more than like 3 laps. Think about that. Of the tens of thousands of horsepower that we had,
Yes.
there was like 3 cars that were able to do more than 3 laps around the racetrack.
So is your car sorted? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Submit it.
It's fun to find out if you're not, but hit up Sorted or Not. And if you check out Sorted or Not, you can submit your car and allow myself, Tanner, Matt Farah, and Amelia Hartford to get behind the wheel and see just how well built of a vehicle there is that you have built. And a lot of people come out and they have a higher expectation and a higher opinion of their car when it starts versus when it ends.
Mhm.
And it really is, though. A lot of people, when you build a car, you love it and you think it's invincible, but it turns out you really just drive around the problem. It's like, I guess, being in a relationship and not seeing flaws because you're happy.
Well,
So,
I mean, that's what I was going to say is people will modify these cars and build them, but they're not built to be beaten on the track like these guys are trying.
Technically, they are. Essentially,
They
when you take
are.
sports cars and you modify them to make them better, we're getting a lot of highway pull cars.
But then, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And a highway pull car, it goes really fast, and it'll do that like 5 seconds of acceleration really impressively. But everything beyond that, I think the biggest
They're
failure
fast.
we have.
Don't get me wrong. Oh my gosh, they're insane, these cars.
I think the biggest weakness we had was brakes.
Mhm.
Brakes.
Brakes, wheels.
Nobody had bad wheels.
Well,
wrong tires.
Yeah, wrong tires.
But that's just a choice.
Matt made a point to not like fake wheels, but
That's
just-
mad, though. I'm not concerned with replica wheels. I wasn't concerned about the spokes chewing themselves up. Matt was.
Matt was,
Matt
especially with the Mustang.
No, it was the RS3.
No, the RS3, he was worried about the rep wheels. And then even, I guess he just has a worry with wheels because even with the Mustang on the track with the carbon wheels,
Yeah.
he was worried about that. We'll have some 15 as well.
You crushed all
I
those?
killed all 3 of them.
Which is your 15 glass?
Shoot,
That doesn't matter. There was one of the round ones.
this one. Thank you.
So, thank you, Whistlepig, by the way. Whistlepig makes good whiskey. If you guys have the budget, if you don't have the budget, don't not feed your family to get whiskey. But if you have the budget and you want to try out some of these good whiskeys, this is the Boss Hog. These things are, this is like a trophy piece. You want this in your collection. This is the Samurai Scientist. They've got a couple different of the Boss Hog collection. The 15, very popular, but also
It's a good one.
$225 a bottle. The Whistlepig 12, this is a bespoke blend, but the normal 12 is a little less rye than this.
Mhm.
And that you're looking at about $1.25, $1.30 a bottle. I've got the 10 up on the shelf there. There's the piggyback, comes in about $60 a bottle, which is their entry level. They've actually, it's funny, I love going to these facilities. They actually have 70% market share.
Oh, yes.
In
we
the
learned
whiskey
that
over
there.
$100 a bottle. That means like when you buy high-end whiskey, it's probably Whistlepig. When you go to like high-end restaurants or bars, you'll usually see like a Whiskey Pig selection, a Whistlepig sampling, something like that.
Which I didn't start noticing until after we went to
Until after,
Whistlepig.
yeah.
And at every restaurant, I'm like, oh, they have Whistlepig here. They have this one, this one, this
Or
one.
go to a
with
liquor
tasting.
store, and if you go to a liquor
Yeah.
store, it's always
Oh,
behind
I
the counter.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I started realizing it. It's one of those things that you don't start seeing until it's brought to your attention. Yeah.
They also they just did a deal with Moet Hennessy for European distribution.
So if you guys are over in Europe, which some of the night owls over in Europe. Plumber WRX. North Jersey people can't pronounce bagel, water, golf, chocolate, and draw.
Draw.
Straw.
Drawer.
No, it's not drawer.
Drawer.
Yeah. What do you cut your bread with? A knife?
Knife. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on. Really?
No, it's the draw.
Bagel?
It's a draw. Bagel is a bagel.
Bagel.
No, bagel.
Bagel. Water.
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 Okay.
Right?
Golf.
Are we in agreement on water?
Golf? How can you say golf?
How do you say golf wrong?
Golf?
Golf.
You say golf. It's golf.
I said golf.
You had like a
southern twang. Chocolate.
chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate. And draw.
Drawer.
No, you put your clothes in a drawer.
Drawer.
A drawer.
A drawer.
A draw. You draw it out. And that's
Drawer.
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 I don't know. I'm
Draw.
no, I
A draw.
I believe they use extra syllables on that one.
Draw.
And I think it's unnecessary.
No, this is
ridiculous. this exercise here. North Jersey people can pronounce stuff. We do have Taylor ham, not pork rolls. We have
pork
subs, not hoagies.
Hoagie, are you
No,
kidding me?
it's a sub.
Hoagie.
No.
I see
think
we're not going to get along.
We've got more people up here than you got down there. So
Nah,
by
I'm
definition-
sure some people are from
Nope.
the South.
It's just Plumber WRX is from the South.
Just him?
Just
it can't
him,
just
the
be
only
him.
one.
There was
The only
another guy that was preaching about South Jersey.
He probably even mistyped those. They're probably not even spelled correct.
They're spelled 100%.
They are. They're just trying to make a point here. Let's see here. I got all the live questions or the sponsored questions.
Wait, I met her in Disney World last month.
We did.
This guy, Busnet. Who? Really?
Is that your
I'm
podcast
trying to-
manager?
Project.
Oh, project manager. I met her in Disney. Yeah, okay. So he may be. That sounds pretty.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I remember.
You got spotted in Disney?
What was the test track? The
Okay.
Chevy test track.
Damn test track.
Yes.
Sparked a conversation. Good for you, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember speaking with somebody there. That's funny.
Yeah, just DM me some passes. Disney's not cheap. Did he work there or was just visiting there?
No, he was visiting.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
yeah.
I didn't. He was on the ride,
Yeah.
behind us.
Some pork roll. Pork roll. No, it's not pork roll. You dopes.
Yes. Who's saying it?
I
Where?
don't know. Ignore them. They're
No.
drunk.
Colts Neck. That's like south.
Colts. Yeah. Anything like south of like Newark is South Jersey.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Southeast. Sub pork roll. It's always been pork roll.
No, it's not a pork roll.
The people are saying it.
Let's see. Pickle Me Timbers. What's up, buddy?
Who's this?
I know you've been losing sleep. I'm alive and okay. It's good. I don't know who he is, but he's got a great screen name. Pickle Me Timbers.
Makes it seem like he's been gone for so long. And
Yeah, like
because
I haven't seen the name in a minute, so it's good.
Oh, so okay.
So it's good to know that people are. I like to see the same people coming in and out. I mean, usually I'm on Friday, not Tuesday. But I wanted to get. It's February 1st. I wanted to start the new upload schedule February 1st, but that didn't happen because I was planning on moving into my house by February 1st. My house got pushed back. We got a nice winter storm here, and the winter storm has resulted in a lot of snow.
In
Legitimately,
like 4 feet.
knee-high snow, maybe higher.
It's bad, especially where I live. You can't get outside.
Yeah.
It's taller than me.
It
was pretty tall. The cars are covered. It's all street parking, and every car is just, you can't get it out. You can forget about that for a couple weeks.
Got it. And you live where?
In Jersey City.
And Jersey City is in North Jersey or South Jersey? Where you put your clothes in a...
I live in North Jersey.
And you put your clothes in a closet.
In a closet, not a drawer.
Draw. In the draw. That's where it goes. You know, we got to get on here. Derek DeAngelis used to host a show called Fast Lane Daily. He's going to be, I shot 2 episodes of Driven to Eat with Derek. He's a stand-up comedian. He's a voiceover actor. He hosted What?
Can we do Driven to Eat where I just eat everything?
You do eat a lot. I'll get you on one of the shows. I'll bring you something.
It's just like all the courses.
I eat, but not like she eats. She's got the metabolism of a cheetah, and she can eat significantly more than I can. We got like 5 inches in South Jersey. I'm sorry to hear about that.
That's why South Jersey is so much better.
Is
It's
it?
a better way of life.
Yeah, but sometimes South Jersey gets like slammed more than us.
No, not recently.
Oh, I can't believe Rob knows Olga Pirinko. I don't know who that
Do you
is,
know
but
that
that's
is?
probably who you look like to somebody.
Me?
Yeah. Any house or
That
garage
doesn't-
update? Somebody's asking me if there's a house or garage update while we're sitting in my new house.
They probably don't know that.
Update. We're here. So yeah, the house update. I'm going to start the house build series probably on Wednesday. What's today?
Today is Tuesday.
Thursday. House build series going to start on Thursday. Sorted on Friday. And I'm going to do. Does that work? Because I want to post the house build series twice a week. We'll make it happen. Whatever.
we'll talk about this.
We'll make it work. But we're trying to switch over to 4 times a month uploads. Give me till the middle of February to get that working. If anyone is a editor and they've got lots of free time, reach out to me if you're good. If you're not good and you think you're good or you just want to edit, you just want to talk to me, that's going to waste both of our
Or you can
time.
send them to me.
Or you can go to
Like a
Tiara.
pre-check.
Pre-check. Now you're clear at the airport.
Oh yeah, as of recently.
Tiara flies with me all the time, so I made her sign up for Clear, and that actually is a proper play because you get to the airport.
That's a big step. If you guys travel a lot and don't have Clear,
Rob, who is Tiny
Yeah.
Tim sitting with you? No, Tiny Tim.
wait, what? I don't get
That's
it.
the hat. It's the hat.
Oh. All right.
There you go. Next time you're wearing that hat.
Now I can't wear it.
Right in
as
the
hat.
garbage. Oh, you actually threw it on the ground. All right. So Tiny Tim is no more. Alyssa, are you still single? This isn't Alyssa.
I'm not Alyssa.
Alyssa's shorter than me. She's taller than me. TSA PreCheck is a must. PreCheck is a different program than Clear. Clear gets you through the airport security line significantly quicker. You don't need your ID and you can use your retinas, which is
Yeah.
cones in your rods there
It
in your
makes it
eyes.
so easy.
And you can
You just go.
look at the thing, scans you. It's like, I know who you are. You can go. And you're good. What does SMP mean? Is that like a
You
Rob
mean
equals
simp?
Simp. What does that mean? Simple?
That's- No.
But you can just say it. So it's
No, it's okay.
no,
We can
don't
check.
make me look it up.
Look it up.
Um,
You're gonna have to like probably Urban Dictionary it.
simp meaning. Statutory maternity pay.
No, you have to Urban Dictionary it. No, it's spelled it wrong. S-I.
Do they have an I in there?
Yes, he did. You just can't see it. Here.
All right. Someone who does way too much for a person they like. Brian in the shoe, the simp.
Oh, see, that's just like a nice way of it. Hold on, look for other. Oh, there's no other definitions? Here we go.
The word that means a guy's overly desperate for women, especially if she's a bad person or has expressed disinterest in them. Really?
See, keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's essentially a guy who chases around women that suck, is what I get.
Yeah.
Some male who will do anything for a little bit of play from a female. They're usually chasing around a female who not even worth work or time. Guy 1, yo, why is Micah always being a simp towards Anna? Because he hasn't gotten play in over 2 months and he'll do anything for her. Simp.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear that one in the spelling bee. Well, not everyone that follows me is smart, but I like the smart ones. Who's the girl with the top-notch dentist? These guys are, they
Where are
they
you
go
reading
hard.
that?
It's right there.
Top-notch
Ryan
dentist.
Paz. You see, he likes the pearly whites, but I guess compared to me, anyone's got a nice dentist.
How?
Tell your granddaughter I said hi. Wow.
Shit.
Super cool. Blah blah blah. I need my
Honestly,
moderators.
yeah.
Yeah,
Can I get some
these guys-
binoculars?
So, Burt Reynolds, the hunk. I can't even like. There's so much nonsense in the comments. That's why I sort of just read the good ones.
Yeah. Chat is out of control. Jeremy is not wrong.
Germany's not wrong.
Jeremy, he said this chat's out of control.
Oh yeah. No, I mean it's like the good thing about the chats is that it's anonymous, so people can like say anything.
What do you mean
ignorant
it's
they want. They can say any ignorant thing they want. Are you looking up who Cuddle Money 69 is? No,
but I see like names.
Yeah, but it's all fictional screen names, so there's no face to the name. We're the only ones that have the stones to sit in front of the camera and be seen. If this was a live chat where people pop up on it, it's a completely different story.
I don't know. People.
I've done that on my
People get
Instagram where I'll
crazy.
pull people in and then they're like,
I think you did that with me one time, and
well, you offered to be in the live chat. You said
I
like
know
request.
I was somewhere. I was at a classic car club in
Sure.
Manhattan,
Yeah.
and then you still booted me
I kept you on for a minute.
for a second. Yeah. You're like, all right, that's one.
Thoughts, podcast stuff, podcast questions. Do I use your sorted email or should I make you a super speeders email?
What do you think would be? I mean, I have adventure drives. I have sorted.
You do.
Let's stick with sorted. If
Okay.
we really get into it,
No,
we
we're
could
good.
do.
Tiara at sorted, they're not same brand.
Yeah,
Tiara at sortedornot.com if you want to email her
it's TIARA,
like the
like tiara.
like the crown.
You know,
I think it's Tiara, but it's all right.
definitely tiara.
It's definitely you know how to pronounce your name better than I do.
Yes.
Um,
Any questions? Anything you want to say on the podcast?
she'll be slinging she'll be leading the podcast. I'm just there to talk. But if you have anything you want to be discussed,
I think we should flip flop those roles.
we'll flip the roles. But definitely throw them out there. I'm happy to talk about any current events, such as the SSC Tuatara, which just set the land speed record. And I question if that car has ever gone faster than that. I had a bunch of people reach out to me asking about that and what my thoughts are. Do I think it really went 333 or whatever the thing is? And I genuinely, having watched the video, having spoken with somebody familiar with the matter, I don't think that car's ever gone anywhere near 300, let alone 333. I think that that first one was
It's pretty.
fictional. They liked the data, whatever it said, wherever they got it, and they ran with it. And I think maybe the wheels weren't calibrated to the right size. I think the data was cheated, and they were hoping that nobody would notice. People noticed, and they just said they would run it
big
again. Well, it is, but they also said they'd run it again, and without denouncing the first one as not being accurate, thinking that it's probably better to have 10% of the world believe it than having 100% of the world know it's not true. So there's still people out there, still articles out there that don't have to be corrected because it's like, oh yeah, we did it. It just we didn't record it properly, and I think that's all nonsense. So we'll see what happens. Still, even if they did break the record, which I do believe is accurate down at the NASA training facility down there, it's still they beat Christian Koenigsegg by 4 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, which is no small feat because Koenigsegg makes sick cars. But we'll see what happens. We'll talk to you about all these like current events and stuff. I enjoyed the podcast. I just ran out of time to do the podcast. I was filming them in my house, and I knocked my house down. Therefore, there was
No podcast studio.
There's no podcast studio to do it. Now the podcast studio is significantly nicer. We have nice, warm, heated floors and plenty of whiskey. So, unfortunately, no Jimbo, but I think we'll survive. I think we'll have a good time. Maybe I'll put a picture of Jimbo up here on the wall.
That'll be good.
No, I probably will.
You should get like a painting of yourself.
Like
with
the
a
Kermit,
Persian,
like the
no,
Kermit
with
the
a
Frog.
Persian cat, like
Right.
just like Rob.
Or how about the Hasselhoff with the kittens? No, you haven't seen that one? That's a
No,
good
I
one.
haven't.
David Hasselhoff.
We'll have to look.
He played David Hasselhoff in anything. I like Baywatch. Just type in Hasselhoff kittens. JB.
Hasselhoff kittens.
Yeah, or puppies, Hasselhoff puppies.
Oh, these are two different things.
Do Hasselhoff puppies, and then we'll get to the next question by JB.
Oh, like this?
No, where is
Which
it?
one? There's a lot of images. These are all really weird.
There's something
No,
like that.
don't do that. That's so weird.
So JB wants to know, what is Tiara's favorite car?
My favorite car.
Favorite car.
Wow. I like the GT3 RS. I think that that's an awesome car.
It is a good. Why is everybody like? Is it because of me that you like that car? Because it's such a great car.
It is a great car. Like, it's not just you. It's the
It's-
car.
Car people recognize that when they drive it.
Yeah.
That's such a great car.
That's a great car.
Any of the GT cars.
GT3, yeah, GT3, GT3 RS.
Yep, GT2, GT4.
GT2, I don't like so much just because you can't beat that NA sound of
Yeah.
the GT3.
Okay, I get it. It's
So that's why GT2
but it's
is not
fast
as.
shit.
Of course,
it's like a super turbo.
Yeah, it is. But like, it's just the sound of a GT3.
Yeah. I mean, most people, until you've experienced a car like that, it's really tough to understand. And that's why the whole goal with me building my house was to save enough money from the general contractors to be able to buy another GT3.
Yeah.
And it depends on the amount of money I save, but anything, 80 grand will get me a GT3. But 150, 200, 250 will get me 3RS, new 992 GT3. So we'll see how I do on that. It will be. I just gotta knock down some credit card debt before I get into that.
Yeah,
But,
purchasing a vehicle.
Before I
Of
start buying
sorts.
cars. Yeah, you wanna clear off the balance sheet, and then you can start buying cars again. But and that'll go up tomorrow. It goes up Thursday. I don't know when it's going up. It's going up soon. The build series. Rob and GT4 or C8. I would say GT4, honestly.
GT4 or
Or
C8?
C8, yeah.
Ooh, I mean, GT4.
I just hopped on. Is that the wife? Nope. Tiara. She's going to be a podcast host.
I'm not the wife.
Nope. We had dinner with the wife.
Tiara, do you still have the red Mustang? Who's that?
Was that?
Pilot Vanquish, it just disappeared.
I
I do.
What's the name on that? A lot.
Elsa LTE07, something like that.
Let's get right in here. Elsa LTE07. What's too high mileage for an old Benz? Looking at one owner, 2004,
200K.
252 on the clock, and one owner. See, that's not bad. You may start running into problems with 252,000 miles on it, but the one that I bought with 150, I've now driven a 190 with
Yeah,
no
but that
issues.
thing's like not. It's on its last legs.
It's on its last legs because I've spent $0
It's
maintaining it.
really getting
And
there.
I beat the balls off of it.
Yeah.
I tried to get it stuck in the snowstorm, no luck. Tire Rack hooked me up with a nice set of the Michelin X-Ice winter tires and rims.
They make all the difference.
They
They
do.
really
They
do.
really,
Snow
like,
tires.
People are like, what is he doing? And I'm just like driving over a mountain of snow. I'm like, wow, holy
We
crap.
drove through like the biggest pile of snow, and I'm like, "There's no way you're going straight for that." It was like a wall, and you just plowed right through it,
Yeah.
like no issues.
Oh my God, where's Sorted, Rob? I don't know. Sorted, that's an excellent question. We're waiting on the draft for Sorted for the finale. I should have that, just say tomorrow. And that will, I've seen some snippets of it, but I'm waiting for the full string together. And we should have it up by Friday of this week. So I do apologize for the upload schedule on Sorted. Yeah. I'm still confused. Who is this beautiful girl? We're talking about me or you?
You're definitely doing good.
Oh, I figured. I'm Rob. I live here. It's my house.
It's Rob Peretti.
This is Tiara. She works with me, and she's going to be the co-host of my podcast. So if you guys are not subscribed to the Super Speeders podcast, make sure you get in on that. She also does, let's see, we'll get to that. She also does the project management for the Sorted series. So she's at all these Sorted filming. She's the one that you're going to discuss or speak to for anything Sorted related instead of like annoying me, Matt, and Amelia. or
Yeah.
Tanner.
I put you where you need to be, and make sure you show up.
Yeah. Now we're going to change your number. So
Yeah, we have to. We have to give me a burner.
yeah, get her a burner number. And then we've got, is the vet going to be is sorted for PBR in 1 to 2 weeks. I don't know. I was just down at PBR like a couple days ago. And then she also does sales for adventure drives. So if you guys want to come on adventure drives, you want to spend time with her for a week. Adventure drives. You're also spending time with 40 other people, but
I'm there.
But she's there. So
We can chat.
And if you do the fall or the spring adventure drives, it's DC to Nashville. It's the end of April. At $2,500 a person for a half spot, and that's going to be your cheapest entry point into the party. So, see, it's the old buying a 308 to be a Ferrari owner sort of play. So, Rob, do you use Keeps? Also, what else did we just screw up to? Is Noah Shavam and company. I do use Keeps, so I got all this hair up here. Do I have a lot of hair up there, or am I still?
It's filled in the past few weeks.
A few weeks, months.
I can say
all
that.
Right. So
I don't know. I think like a few weeks ago.
It's filled in the past couple of weeks, but I was in the sun in Florida, and I
definitely made your hair grow.
Didn't feel it. No, I didn't feel the sun on my head, which I usually do. So Keeps does work. I started using them, and the foam that I got is because I don't like swallowing pills. I got their foam, and it's a minoxidil foam, and it does. I'm supposed to take it twice a day. If I do it 5 times a week, it's probably a lot. So I am definitely not sticking with it as I should, but I will. So I am happy with the results thus far. Well, like Keeps is don't think of Keeps as like a medicine. Keeps is the platform that delivers the medicine and makes it convenient for you to get the medicine to your door with an online doctor's visit versus going to the doctor and going to the rigmarole and going to the CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid to go pick up your prescription. So Keeps is just a platform that enables you to get the stuff that you need in a convenient way. What do you got? I'm going to wrap up in like 4 minutes. I can give them an extra 5. We're in bonus time now.
Okay. Let's see. So Tiara's the one to blame for sorted.
She's not to blame, or you are to blame?
That's what it says. I'm to blame for sorted.
No, the Tiara had nothing to do with the editing of Sorted. I hired a guy who set expectations unreasonably or just didn't live up to the expectations that he set. And I think the schedule that we came up with was very reasonable given what transpired. And as time went on, his motivation, drive, whatever, sort of dwindled, and it's been a little bit more difficult as the episodes have gone on to get them delivered on time. Mm-hmm. So that is the update on Sorted and why the upload schedule has been a little bit more erratic than it should be. But he's a great editor, just creative people. They're a pain in the ass. Wait, I mean, it's
here. Blink twice and Rob's holding you hostage.
Oh, nice. Did you blink twice?
I did.
Guy doesn't know where I live, so he's all right. You're in the basement.
Let's see. When our new car's coming for the rental fleet.
That's always in the spring. Update on Bobby Khan. Bobby Khan is waiting on a sentencing hearing. He is doing home confinement. He was in jail for a little bit, and then they moved him because of coronavirus to home confinement. What's that? He was a car dealer who defrauded some people, or was accused of defrauding some people, pled guilty to one count of wire fraud, and that was awaiting sentencing. Mm-hmm. He ended up bouncing out of the country while they were doing the investigation, moved to Dubai, and a couple of years later, he was like trying to, taunting the FBI or something like that. He was trying to get back here to face the charges and just wanted a trial. And they weren't willing to bring his family back, stuff like that. It's sort of a convoluted story of nonsense.
Okay.
But I think that guy got I think he was a bad business owner, and I think he got a bad rap as like a fraudster when he wasn't really a fraudster. He was just a guy caught juggling balls while, like anyone, if a dealership borrows money from deposits to buy other inventory, mm-hmm. and then like there's a call on that deposit, like I want my deposit back, and he doesn't have
cash. You can't get it.
So I think he just got caught up in that. But I think it's more widespread than him.
I think that's pretty par for the course in the used car dealer world.
Okay. I see.
So what's our podcast upload schedule? It's going to be
Every Wednesday.
every Wednesday, or do you want to do every Saturday? We can post on Saturday, we'll film on Wednesday.
You want to do that?
We can do that. Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll announce the upload schedule. It's going to be once a week. We got to figure out what works best with the YouTube upload schedule. Wednesdays, Whistle Big Wednesday sounds like a pretty.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Whistle Big Wednesdays. We could film for like Mondays and upload.
Or whenever, yeah. As long as we film by Wednesday, we're all right.
Yeah.
But it'll be me, Tiara, and a special guest from time to time. If not, just the two of us.
Definitely send us what you want to hear, what you guys want to hear us talk about, if anything.
If anything. Nothing.
Yeah, if anything.
I don't want to hear you guys talk about
please.
anything. Just sit there and stare at me for an hour.
Just here's a 1 hour silent podcast.
Yeah, just like we'll mime it.
We'll just sign language one time.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So, but we'll set up some cameras so we're not just running through the MacBook Pro webcam.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We'll do
guys,
that.
thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming out. I hope you enjoy the podcast announcement. Go to Super Speeders Podcast on YouTube. Sign up if you're not subscribed to it. I don't think there's many, 1,100, 1,500 people, something like that on there. But jump on there if you're interested in the podcast. Otherwise, check us out on shoutengine.com or the iTunes store. It gets uploaded to all the different podcast platforms. And you guys can start listening to us in the car, on your way to work, while you're working, while you're planning to work, while you're going to sleep. Whatever makes you happy, we've got something to say. And if you want to hear it, that's the best way to do it. So, Thank you for joining us. The introduction is here. You now know who Tiara is. You've probably seen her at some point in time in my social media, and that answers that. And now you have a co-host to the Super Speeders Podcast. Coming up starting next Wednesday, you can check it out, so make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you then. I may join you for a drink on Friday, not you, maybe if you're around, you can join me. But I may join you guys for a drink on Friday. We'll see. This sort of like supersedes that. Got a couple of uploads that I want to make, and sort of is going up on Friday, and I don't like to go live within a couple hours of launching the video. So we'll see what happens. Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy your whiskey, enjoy your night, enjoy whatever you're doing. There's big snow day or 2 snow days up here in New York. I hope everybody's safe and COVID free and enjoy life. So take care. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys. I know, I'm really excited. So looking forward to what we can create in these podcasts.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
Bye.
See ya.